Democratic lawmakers and strategists are starting to kind of panic a little bit about the fact that President Biden has not done anything, really, to alleviate the student loan debt crisis here in the United States. Oh, sure, every month or so we get a report of, oh, we're forgiving $5 billion in student loan debt. Wow, that's huge. It is huge. But then when you read about what it is, it's, oh, you're using programs that already exist to forgive student loans. You're just reminding people that those exist. And if you've been in public service for 4 years or longer and your degree matches the field that you're in and you jump through all these hoops and you fill out all this paperwork, you might qualify for some portion of student loan debt forgiveness, but it may only affect up to 100,000 people. That was actually the most recent one, by the way. I don't know if you actually read the plan, but that's what it is. You know, you got to narrow it down to the point where you're not going to forgive anywhere near the billions you promised, and only a handful of people are actually going to qualify. So Democrats are freaking out, as they rightfully should, because they need the youth vote. And the strategists are out there telling the Democratic Party, if you do not forgive this student loan debt, not just extend the pause in payments again, but forgive it, you're going to depress that age group that, of course, now makes up a larger voting bloc than the baby boomers. And you're definitely going to lose the midterm elections. Now, that's not to say that if the Democrats forgave all student loan debts in the United States, that they would win the midterms. It's not to say that. But it is saying, if you don't do that, you basically do not have a shot at all. You know, this young under 35 age group showed up in tremendous numbers in both the 2018 midterms and the 2020 elections to help push Democrats over the edge in both of those elections. But right now, they've got nothing to head to the polls to vote for. In 2018, they were voting against the extremism in the Republican Party. In 2020, they were voting to get Trump out of office. And of course, because Biden had promised, you know, about $50,000 in debt, we're going to forgive it. We're going to do all these great lofty things, and then none of it has come to fruition. Yeah, we got a $1.3, $1.6 trillion infrastructure bill. I forget how much it even is now. But that hasn't been, you know, spent yet. And it's not the $6 trillion that we needed that we were originally promised. So, yeah, a little tough. You got to get on some deliverables right now. Hell, even Barack Obama's former education secretary came out within the last few days and said, yeah, Biden could do this, and it's a good idea. He could forgive up to $50,000 of it without Congress. The stroke of a pen, folks, is all President Biden would have to do. Because he could forgive the federal debt, or the student loan debt, that is held by the federal government. He could not, on his own, forgive the debt that is held by private institutions, right? People that didn't do the FAFSA, but went to a private bank to get their student loan. That would take an act of Congress, most likely. But the federal student loan debt, which is the vast majority of it, that could be easily forgiven by President Biden in a matter of minutes. So what's the holdup? There's literally no reason. There's no reason for this to continue. There is no reason to not do this. We've already talked about the massive economic benefits that this country would see if we forgave that loan debt. We have talked about the benefits that people have already experienced in the 2 years that they haven't had to make the payments. If we make that permanent, that is a massive boon for the United States economy. But selfishly, the Democrats also need to be telling Biden, this may be the only way we save our own asses. It's a win-win-win situation for the Democrats. I'm just afraid they're too weak or stupid to do what's right in this situation. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for fresh content every single day of the week. Just smash that subscribe button, and of course, don't forget to like, comment, and share the video.